electronic official copy. It would, in my opinion, would not be considered official if it's electronic because I have not signed it or sealed it.
That would be easy enough to do, but whatever, I mean, you can certify the thing on the electronic also, and you can sign. You just got to get some software.
But anyway, for right now, we're just people want to know what's taken. I mean, people will call us and ask us each agenda item, and so if we put it on the website like we do the agenda, that's all I'm asking. But she's saying she wants to do it in written form versus electronic.
Right, I'm just asking to allow me to make that decision of how those minutes get to whoever needs to scan them. I'm not comfortable doing it electronically. I don't believe that would be considered an official copy.
So you just want a hard copy?
I want to be able to give a hard copy to whoever wants it, and I'm not sure that that it needs to be approved by Commissioner's Court. It's just my opinion, but that's part of my job, and I'm doing my job. So.
I just want to get them to put them on the website for transparency reasons. Every county's putting them on the website. We're one of the only ones that's not. Either that or they're making their own real fancified websites, and we don't have the money to do that. And it can go in and you can read archives and archives and archives of it. So that's all I'm wanting to do is put it on the agenda. I mean the website.
Well, you know, I think she stated that she didn't have a scanner and that Vi does, and I can see her walking over there and just wasting a bunch of time. And the big picture here is that we went through this with the treasurer, and we were going to make her do daily deposits, drive all the way to Fall City every day. And then when it came right down to it, you can't tell an elected official how to run the office.
But can we get copies of the official minutes to put on the website for transparency? I mean, but we do owe the public. I don't want to tell an elected official what to do, but we do owe the public a reason for every decision we make. When we put this agenda out and we post it, nobody knows the decisions that are being made on it. People will call and ask me.
But in all due respect, nobody's refusing those. The copies are there for anybody. Just ask. So I'm not refusing that. I'm just saying, the Commissioner's Court is wanting to approve an order for me to do that when I'm doing it already. I'm giving hard copies to whoever asks them.
Okay, so can I get a hard copy from you to put on the website?
Absolutely.
When you
Once you get the hard copy, you want to with it.
Right.
How much stuff on the internet is actually certified to be correct anyway? Let's go to
most of them don't.
Yeah.
But I just thought it might be an easier way. If it's not an easier way and she wants to sign them, I'm fine by that too.
And that hard copy is going to be official, right? It'll be signed, sealed.
Right, and it will be recorded in the minutes. That if you don't want it, if you want it sooner than when it's actually recorded in the minute book, when it's stamped with the volume and page number, you can still have that. But to make it truly official, it's got to be recorded in the minutes, and it's got to have a volume and page number on that. And if that's what you're wanting, I'm happy to do that. It's just going to be a hard copy.
That's fine, as long as we're getting information to the public on the website where we're giving them the agenda, but we're never giving them what we do with the agenda. And so I think we just need to be more transparent about what we're doing to get that information out to Karnes County so they don't have to drive over here to ask for copies or have them mailed to them or whatever. They can just pull it up and look at it.
If they have the access to do that. Otherwise, they are still in the office for anyone to come in and view, copy, or whatever they need to do.
I mean, but we're putting the budget on there, we're putting everything on there, and the whole idea is not to tell anybody what to do, it's to promote transparency, to tell the people that voted for us what we did as Commissioner's Court making these decisions. That's all it is. All I'm asking you to do is get information to the public.
I don't know, Bob, you might know the answer to this question, but official records, court decisions, any court, could be the Fourth Court of Appeals, could be district court, could be county court. I mean, if we put one court's records on a website, then what about district court? What about county court? What about juvenile court?
We make decisions for the county, though. We're at more of an administrative capacity than district court. District court does more criminal matters. We're more administrative. Now, every website, you can go to a lot of these websites, and they are all putting their minutes on there. I don't know why would we not want to tell the people what decisions we're making, just to make it easier. This is just easy access. That's all it is.
It doesn't sound like it's to be a whole lot of extra work for you either.
It's not extra work for anybody. It's just putting it on the website to let people know what we're doing. For every item on the agenda, we're allowing them to know what we did.
If she's comfortable with it and she wants to do it, and the court wants to buy her a scanner or whatever she needs to do this.
Well, that's not what she asked.
No, because even if I scan it, I don't have access to put it directly onto the website. I would have to email it to someone. And in my opinion, that compromises it.
I
because-
can walk over there and pick it up. Just tell me when they're done, and I'll walk over there and pick them up, and I'll scan them in Vi's computer, and either Julie or I can post them.
That's fine.
So all we're gonna do is, I just want to be able to put them on the internet so people can look, they look at the agenda, they look at the budget, they look at everything, they can look and see a decision for each item made. That's all I'm asking. So versus putting them on there electronically, I will walk over there and get them. So can we amend that to say that I'll walk over there and get them, and I will post them on the website for transparency reasons?
Mr. Bustle,
Is it-
can we do that, or just no
But I do that
action on this
anyway.
one?
Well, do
I
you
do that
really?
anyway.
That's fine.
So when, so
No action.
just no action?
No
Well, when can I
action.
get those from you,
That's
Carol?
The correct thing would be no action, because no one is, there's no order needed.
Right.
So all we have to do is walk over there and get them, because we've been trying to get these on there, because like I'm telling you, all the other counties do it, and it just makes things easier for people that don't want to drive in. A lot of people like to get on the internet and look to see what's going on, and TAC is really promoting us to use that as an information highway. If you go on DeWitt counties or Fee counties, they have everything on there. You can look at the burn ban, you can actually read the burn ban on there. So it's another thing that we can start, and I know I burned by scanner to death, but Vi was telling me, why don't we scan that in there and put it on there? Because people are calling and saying, well, what can and not do under the burn ban? So it's not about, it's about being as transparent as possible. And as Commissioner's Court, we should let people know exactly what we're doing.
Well, I think too, if you look at the websites of the other counties, you'll see that there will be an article, not an article, but the place where if the district court has something they want to put on there, they have a way to do that without having to go through.
I think they just try to get not too many people on there, because like Vi puts a lot of stuff on there, and I put a lot of stuff on there, and we never take it off. And I think we call Brittany to take it off. That way it doesn't look like we're moving stuff or nothing's being changed, because those websites are heavily monitored. They monitor them for us, and if we mess something up, we just call her and she takes it off for us. Because sometimes it'll say it posted, and if you close the website, you gotta go back into the website to make sure it actually posted.
They're going to use it.
Well, you know, those computers have a mind of their own. So we're gonna take no action, but we can still get so it's gonna be no action, but we can get a
Pick
copy
up
of the
a
minutes
copy
to
from there.
post on the
Walk
internet.
in.
For the record, I don't think we need to take no action.
That's kind of everybody.
That's right,
I
that's what
think
I'm
we
saying.
need to
Everybody
vote
come in there.
on kind of make, action available electronically. And I will make that motion.
Commissioner's Court action electronically.
Make it available electronically.
Okay, repeat that, please.
I'll make a motion that Karnes County make official Commissioners Court action available electronically.
And
So you-
authorize the county judge to walk over.
And authorize the county judge to walk over there.
Okay, so you're not going with what number 16 says, you're amending it.
Right.
And then if we make it available electronically.
I second that motion.
Mr. Busman, is that amendment okay on this one? Still gonna end up the same thing,
Same
except for
thing.
making it a,
Not changing anything.
Right.
Except that, I guess that would mean that if I get a request in my office for a copy of the minutes, I can go ahead and do it.
Yes. You can print them from that way we don't all have to walk over there all the time. So all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
This is you going over.
I'm gonna go get 'em.
And you're gonna do it.
You can
I'm
do
gonna
it,
put them
Carl.
on the internet.
So
I'm
it
gonna make
doesn't
sure
matter.
people know what we're doing.
it doesn't matter who goes over there, gets it from our.
Paul, you wanna go over there and get them?
Anybody can go. Anybody can go.
So-
You can hire someone to come get them from you once they're official.
And then they'll become electronic. Okay, that's fine.
We're just trying to let people know the decisions. Look at our agendas.
But it will be official, right?
Right, because once they're put on the first meeting of the month and you guys accept them, you make a motion to, then I go back.
It'll have your stamp on it when
But
they get
it'll
the.
take another few days to get them recorded in the minutes, to stamp the pages,
Okay.
and get them recorded into the official.
What day are
minutes,
those
and then
usually
they're ready to
available,
go.
Carol?
So we don't do that, do we? I mean, the Commissioner's Court doesn't accept the minutes.
We make a motion to accept them, we don't approve them.
On the agenda,
So are we clear with that?
we're clear.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. The next item on the agenda is to discuss, approve, disapprove fiscal year 2011 budget amendments, and that's Luana. And there's a package in here that's kind of looks like, it's got a bunch of numbers in the front.
And it's titled Fiscal Year 2011 Budget Amendments.
2011?
Yes. 7 different departments are requiring amendments at this time. The County Judge's Department, Secretary's salary, FICA, Medicare, and retirement associated with that due to the payout of time on the books for Sylvia Cisneros when she retired. That's a total amendment of $2,092.68. The Veteran Service Officers Department needs to be amended for salary, Medicare, and retirement for hours worked over above the actual budgeted hours, plus office supplies and phone for a total of $1,082.62. The Judicial Department needs amendment for court-appointed attorneys, juvenile court-appointed attorneys, juvenile detention, and special prosecutors to the tune of $22,027.31. The county attorney's office needs to be amended for computer expense totaling $2,275. Courthouse maintenance needs to be amended for a total of $38,273.48. Included in that is the $28,653 for the new telephone equipment in the 200 East Calvert Annex and this building with the move of the county judge and county attorney's offices. The waste cycle facility budget needs to be amended $22,659.91 due to the additional costs of dumpsters. And the sheriff's office needs to be amended totaling $7,863.84 for the time on the books for vacation, comp, and holiday pay for the departure of the jail administrator. I'm sure once the rest of the bills come in for the fiscal year, there may be some other amendments that need to take place, but those probably will not be on the agenda until the October 31st meeting.
You got it made, right, so need to know.
No, that's not, okay, just so everybody knows on that county judge, that's not my Sylvia, that's Sylvia.
No, Sylvia
Okay.
Cisneros.
All right. So does,
I'll make the motion to approve fiscal year 2011 budget amendments.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item on the agenda is to discuss, approve, disapprove fund balance policy, GASB 54, and that's Luana.
The Governmental Accounting Standards Board, GASB, regulatory statement number 54, dividing the fund balance up into specified areas rather than just reserved and unreserved. I've given y'all packets on that information with details. The requirements are to divide it into non-spendable, restricted, committed, assigned, and unassigned. In your packets, there's examples of each of those different categories. The one that really will take precedence will be the committed fund balance, and that will take action of the Commissioner's Court. It can't just be done by myself to commit funds to something. It would be actual action of the court that would be required. It's a lot of technical reading. If you so desire to do it, I've given you the information. But it is mandatory that the county does adopt a fund balance policy under GASB 54 requirements.
I'll make the motion to approve fund balance policy GASB 54.
I second.
Hold on, I'm bringing it in. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed?
I have to have more time to read this before I can make
Respect that.
All right. Motion carries. I'm sorry. Luana, I'll give you, sign this and give it back to you. And then the next one is discuss, approve, disapprove the bond for Julie Sheba line. Oh, what did I do with you, Luana? Discuss, approve, disapprove resolution committing fund balance in accordance with GASB 54, Luana Casper.
That is the resolution that she just signed, that she said.
I got ahead of myself.
That she did. And that
I
is
haven't signed
just.
it yet. I just have
Okay.
James in there as first and Carl as second.
Raring to go, right?
I am.
That is just saying that the court is adopting the GASB 54 specified fund balances, especially noting the fact that the Commissioner's Court has the only authority to commit funds.
Okay, I'll make the motion to approve the resolution committee fund balance in accordance with the SB 54.
Thank you, that way it's finished. All, any opposed? All in favor? Pete, you okay by this one? All in favor, say aye. Motion carries. You did say yes on that one, Pete? Okay. There was no opposed. Next is Vine. It's discuss, approve, disapprove bond for Julie Sheba Vine in accordance with the local government code.
Effective September 1st, a new law took into effect with county treasurers. They need to appoint deputy treasurers, and they have to have a separate bond other than the blanket bond that the county has, which covers any office that collects money. All the elected officials have their bonds, but any office that collects money, we have a blanket bond. The new law took into effect September 1st, that the deputy, I have to name a deputy treasurer, which of course will be Julie, because that's the only one I have. And she has to have her own separate bond in the amount of $100,000, which is the same amount as mine. So I think it's normal court procedure just to approve that bond.
Did you bring it?
Yeah, she has it. Carol has it. And so once I swear at her later, we'll sign it. But Carol
Can I
has
make a
it.
motion, we approve Julie's bonds in accordance with local government code 8383008. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I'm putting Tracy at the second because I heard him
No,
the
I
last.
got it. They want to argue with it.
His bad hands on your side, he wouldn't.
Discuss, number 21. Number 21 is to discuss, approve, disapprove policy change on holiday pay for part-time employees. If the scheduled holiday falls on the part-time employee's regular day off, they will not receive holiday pay or earn extra day off. The employee who is scheduled to work on a scheduled holiday, they are to receive 4 hours, but total for hours worked for the week should not exceed budgeted hours. That's fine.
I'm sorry it's so long, but for one last time talked about this, just to make it specific. We really don't have a policy on holiday pay. We just pay them if you're off for that day, it's 8 hours if you're full-time and 4 hours for part-time. And there was an incident this past payroll, time before this one, where we had a holiday on a Monday and the part-timer ended up working her regular schedule 32 hours, plus she took the 4 hours for holiday, so it kind of throws the budget off. We just need to clarify it a little bit more. And we've got some employees that only take 2 hours for holiday pay instead of the 4, remember to correct their time sheet, so it just kind of clarifies it. It's something the county's been doing for years anyway, so it just kind of, we'll change it and put it in the policy manual to clarify it a little
It's
bit.
not very clear to me. Okay, when are employees scheduled to work on holidays?
If your regular day off is, if you're a part-time employee and you only work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if Monday is the holiday and that's your regular day to be working, then you would take that as a holiday pay. But if your normal hours are only Tuesday, Thursday, we're not gonna pay you for Monday for a holiday because you're not scheduled to normally work on a Monday. And sometimes, if they work the holiday, Sheriff's Department is the exception to the rule. If they work a holiday, they're paid for that day and they earn an extra day off. If they work that, if another person in office works that holiday, we do not give them an extra day off because they work that holiday. There isn't anybody that does it, we're just clarifying it.
All right, if they work an 8-hour day, they just get paid 4 hours?
No, if they work an 8-hour day, it's 8 hours for holiday. If you work part-time, it's just 4 hours.
For clarification on that though, if they're part-time and work 3 8-hour days, they still only get 4 hours for the holiday.
Yes, yes, because they're part-time.
Any part-timer only gets 4 hours.
Or only gets 4 hours, they don't get the full day. It's just a big county policy, and it's not in the policy manual exactly how to pay them. And that way too, with that, putting the part about working their schedule not to exceed the budgeted hours, it helps her at the end of the year not having, or telling somebody you work too many hours, your part-timer can't work for the rest of the year kind of thing, or you're gonna owe us money. It just kind of clarifies that they need to work their 32 hours only during that week, or 16 or whatever it is.
But if you're part-time, regardless of the number of hours you work, on your days you work, you only get 4 hours for the holiday.
Yeah, that's just the way the county has been.
I make a motion to approve policy change on holiday pay for part-time employees. If the scheduled holiday falls on the part-time employee's regular day off, they will not receive holiday pay or earn extra day off. The employee who is scheduled to work on a scheduled holiday, they are to receive 4 hours pay. The total hours for the work week should not exceed budgeted hours.
Does anybody else have any discussion? Then I second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 22 is payment of bills.
Y'all all have a copy of the bills in your packet. A couple I want to point out that are a little out of the ordinary on page 4. There's a payment to Lone Star Storage Trailers for 2 48-foot trailers for use at the waste recycle facility. That bill's $7,300, and the one below it, from Clarence Smart Jr., for $7,319.98, is for fence out of the waste recycle facility. Those 2 expenditures will be reimbursed through grant funds. Very first page, the very first bill to be paid is $19,230 to Southwest Filing and Storage. That is for the district clerk shelving in the new building.
Utility shows up for adult probation in more than one place.
It's just in the description page, and it's lists the same description on both, yes, but it's broken down between the different departments or different buildings.
And I noticed juvenile detention is almost $7,000. Other inmate detention in Live Oak is $11,000. Is juvenile detention up?
Yes. We don't always receive those bills the month after service. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 months.
So that's been a pretty heavy market lately. We've got a lot of juvenile crimes. Way up. I don't know why.
That's the room.
We didn't want that else to do. That is probably quite a few.
Make the motion to pay bills as presented.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is to adjourn.
Make it.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you for coming, everybody.
You're off the record.
I had to change y'all down one time.